Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. While we don't see too much short-term price action, we want to take a look here at the longer chart as well in this video, the higher time frame. Did that on the Ethereum video as well. We want to do that as well, and then later we dive into the lower level price action. I wanted to give you an idea of the potential that Bitcoin actually has. And in Elliott Wave, we always look at 5 waves to the upside for a trend. And here with Bitcoin, we have the situation that on this linear chart, I would get to the, or come to the conclusion that we've seen a wave 1 that was back here in 2017. We came down in a wave 2. We move up in a wave 3. So we basically are in this wave 3 at the moment. There'll be a wave 4 and a wave 5. But this is sort of the super long-term chart here, yeah. And time frame within this yellow wave 3, we've had another 1-2 setup, which was here 1, 2. I'll change the color in a minute. 1, 2. This is the 3 at the moment. 4, 5. So, and you can see how this all works together. How you've got waves within waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically now we are in the third wave, and within this third wave, you also have 5 waves. And here we have the situation that we made from the low March 2020 a wave 1 to the upside. That was the high early last year in April, May. And we've come down in a wave 2. We probably still are in the wave 2. Then next is a wave 3 up, a wave 4 down, and a wave 5 up, and that would finish off this wave 3 in white. So I would have to move everything over here a little bit. But yeah, just to really highlight to you, where the direction for Bitcoin could be going in the future. Because really let me just show you. If we say this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again, make that different color and degree. Just to show you where, the target for this wave 3, for example, here in blue. I mean, this is not in proportions here really, but we talked about that only, I think, yesterday, where I told you that this, just to give you a rough idea really, the target here, we talk about 120, 125,000 for the wave 3 in blue, maybe all the way up to 145,000. Then there will be this wave 4 in blue, the wave 5 in blue that would finish off the wave 3 in white. There'll be a wave 4 in white, a wave 5 in white that will finish off the wave 3 in yellow, that will finish off the wave 4 in yellow, the wave 5 in, and so on, right? And so this is how this is continuing to cascade high, and that is why Bitcoin has such a strong foundation, because what you see here, and this is for anybody who's struggling with this concept of 1-2 setups, this is exactly that. You've got 3 1-2 setups on this chart. I mean, I wouldn't take too seriously what happened back here, but you've got this 1, 2, and again, this needs its wave 3, 4, and 5. You've got this one, needs also the wave 3, 4, and 5, and this one also needs that. So this just creates a very, very powerful foundation, and I did show it in previous videos, months ago already. If you look at the tech stocks, very early days, Apple, 1980s, 1990s, if you look at the stock price, and you can see those 1-2 setups as well, it's a very, very similar foundation. And this is what charts need. Yeah, they need to build this foundation, because this is exactly what will enable the charts in the future to move to crazy prices. Bitcoin maybe at one day, in one day 500,000, maybe even $1 million. So I wouldn't rule that out. It will take years, but this is what the chart at the moment suggests. So this is sort of the long-term chart for Bitcoin. If we now dive into the lower level price action here, of course, we have several possibilities. Bitcoin still hasn't really decided. At the moment, it's looking a little bit like we're breaking out of this yellow triangle to the upside, but it's not confirmed yet. What we really need to do for, let's say, confirmation that we can see some further upside is a break above this red resistance zone, which is sort of going all the way up to $17,070. So there are different possibilities here. Well, 2 main possibilities, yeah, or let's say 3. Obviously, primary expectation fulfilled. We made lower lows, not a problem. everybody talking about, and everybody, but a lot of people talking about crypto is going to die. I believe none of you believes that, because otherwise you wouldn't watch a crypto channel. But there is a lot of stuff going on in the world again about crypto is dying. Again, we've heard that so many times, and usually when you're really close to the bottom, or when you are in some kind of a capitulation phase, you read these comments, you get emails like that, or I do, and you see it in the news. It's not that bad yet, but the more this is happening, these talks about crypto is going to die, Bitcoin is going to go, it's going to die, the closer I believe we are to the low. Is the low already in? I can't answer that for you. I think the potential is there, but I would also not be surprised to see one more low. And that's why I've got the potential here on the chart. This is basically the green wave count, where we came down in a wave 3. This here is a wave 4, and we come down in a 5 once more. And again, there's the possibility here that in this wave 4 in green, okay, let me just show you here with the yellow highlighter. So we came down in a wave 3. So the first possibility is that this wave 4 is still unfolding in an A, B, and we are going to see some upside now in wave C. And we would then come down. This is possible. Or the other possibility is, it doesn't change the wave count here, so wave 3 done, that the wave 4 unfolds as a triangle. Basically wave A, B, C, D, and maybe one more E high, and then come down. Wouldn't surprise me at all. It's a triangle, possible trend continuation pattern. This would only become very likely, in my opinion, as soon as we drop below 16,070. That is the lower support of my support box here. As long as we're holding the support box, we can also focus on higher. But on the flip side, we are still below resistance. So basically we're in the range. You could call it a contracting triangle. The market needs to give us a signal. Bitcoin has made a new low. What you do then, you're waiting for a signal of the market. Now we haven't really seen that because we're only consolidating sideways, right? This could also, again, it could lead to short-term upside in a wave 4, absolutely, or it could even be a breakout here to the upside. And we've talked about this bullish possibility in previous videos as well, that we say from the low here. So actually the red count suggests that the low is already in. A wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 to the downside, and then here another 1-2 setup in small, but we would now need to break to the upside in a wave 3, 4, 5. So that is how we could cascade higher. So we just need to break out of this range here to get a clear signal with what is the next step for Bitcoin. Again, I wouldn't rule out lower lows, absolutely not. I also wouldn't be surprised to see another dip. We need to be very, very clear about that. Probabilities are very close together here. A bullish scenario is possible, but I also told you the longer this sideways movement takes, the less likely a bullish scenario is. Yeah, it's getting less likely now as we are moving sideways and sideways and sideways. It just lacks at the moment that impulsive price action. I think that impulsive price action could come in as soon as we break. Well, first we need to move above this B wave high here at 16,760. And then here the high at 17,000, well, let's call it 17,100. Yeah, then we are breaking through resistance and can move into the region around, well, overall you could get to 20K. Yeah, so yeah, still in the triangle here, hovering sideways, could be a contracting triangle here, maybe a breakout to the upside, but way too early for that to confirm that. So yeah, but as I said to you before, this is a valid long trade setup as well here, the support box. Does it mean, and that's so what many people don't understand. You can trade something even if you think you will make another low, for example. Yeah, I mean, this is a trend continuation pattern. It suggests we are going to see one more low. The impulsive price action isn't there yet, but we have a possible long trade setup. That's why I've put on the chart here. A 1-2 setup, 1-2 here, and then here another 1-2 setup. And from here, even if it's only short-term upside, You can see that, right? As long as the yellow support box is holding. But if we break that, it will make the break below the triangle very likely. And well, then you could look at 14K, 13.5K, yeah. It's not entirely clear. It depends on how the subdivisions then develop, and I'll of course keep you updated. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.